welcome to another game, which I am playing Ezreal in. This is a pre-made game with pretty much the same team as normal, but different team name, due to the fact we're trying to get gold with this very quickly. So, I'm playing Ezreal, and I'm playing with a Taric support versus a Corki Janna lane. We have a Cho'Gath jungle versus a Shen jungle, a Wukong top lane versus Aurelia, and an Orianna versus a Brand in mid lane. So, our general game plan was to aim for late game. We've got pretty strong late game with Orianna, with Wukong ulti, Cho'Gath CC, and Ezreal is quite strong late game. Not the strongest AD, but he's relatively strong. So, we'll jump in and we'll see what happens. So, we do the normal start. Most of us start with boots. Our support starts with a fairy charm. We want to go for an invade with this team, and we catch Corki. We use a flash. I think they use the flash though. We catch a ward off. We're particularly pleased with getting a ward out of that. So we just go back. We give our Cho'Gath a relatively strong pull because he started with Q. Now, the reason I picked Ezreal this game was because Ezreal, even after the recent nerfs, is still relatively strong. He's not the strongest AD, but he's one of the best ones out there right now. Damage-wise, he's good throughout the entire game. He's got a strong skill set, and his skill set is very reliable and can allow him to build things like Trinity Force. Although Phage got nerfed, it's still very effective on him. Now, Wukong gets a double kill, which is crazy. We were very pleased with that, because Wukong does need to stomp the lane a little bit to be useful. So we have a few engagements down here, and mostly we just aim to farm, because their lane is very safe, but can be aggressive, and our lane is aggressive, but we'd rather be passive until I'm strong enough to actually turn around and kill a Corki, because early on Corki's quite painful. So I max Q with Ezreal, and I then max W. Here we go for a quick dive. Cho'Gath gets a kill, I get a kill. Sadly Cho'Gath stayed in the tower a little bit too long and died, but we're still happy with that, because we come out with a kill on our jungle and a kill on me, the AD carry. So I go back, I buy double Dorans and Berserker Greaves. I then go back down to bot lane to continue farming. So pretty much it's like a reset back in the middle lane, although their lane is pushing, their side pushing because of minions just stacking under the tower. So we just we go back to farming. I have ulti now, so we're feeling a little bit more dangerous in our play. We keep trying stuff, but we just, because of Janna's shield, it's very hard to go on them and actually get any damage that sticks. So we just continue to farm. I keep poking. Shen ultis, and then sadly Taric gets caught out, and I very nearly kill Janna, but sadly ulti from Janna stopped me from finishing her. Rather annoying, but oh well. So we're kind of sort of happy. We got the Shen ult. It's just a shame that they did actually get a kill out of it. So I'm just gonna play safe now, because I don't know where Janna went. I'm pretty sure she went back at this point, but I wasn't sure. So I go back now. No, never mind. I go back to farming now that Taric's back. But being nearly and Corki being nearly we'd rather just sit back and farm, really. I poke on the odd occasion just to try and get something. Maybe I can make them do something which gives us a lead. We see Shen come along and we're like, okay, let's just keep safe. Cho'Gath comes along and we nearly catch Janna. If it weren't for the miss on the rupture, we would have gotten her, but oh well. So we have a little argument here. Their Brand comes down, and sadly our Taric dies, and I sleep here. I was in the shop going back, and I didn't think they'd dive me, so that was bad. I made a huge error. Pro tip: don't open shop while recalling if you know they're nearby. Just don't. So they're pushing again. Taric gets caught off guard, so ends up backing again, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. And then they dive, and we both die. So Corki's starting to get quite dangerous now because of Shen, but Shen's always bottom, so we're hoping the other lanes will just take advantage of the fact that Shen's not going there and he's always that bot lane. So I still feel stronger than Corki to a point, not that much stronger, but I certainly feel a little bit more effective. So once again, back to safely farming. Very nearly killed Corki. It was just Janna again. Janna's just being an absolute pain in the backside. So we're like, okay, fine, we'll just take Dragon then. We know that their bot lane went back, so we know we can take it, so we just take it and back off. Perfectly content with that. I go back to quickly pick up some more farm, and I make a mistake of going on Janna, and then I get caught, and once again, big error from me, I die. Corki gets another kill under his belt. They get a tower, and then our support and jungler try to go on them, and support dies. So we're making huge errors down here in bot lane, quite painful. But then I come over here and I catch Janna, kill her, catch Brand, kill him, and then we rush over here and we decide, right, we killed two, let's just push. Makes more sense. We nearly kill Aurelia, and then we just content to go back to farming, and somehow my Taric catches Corki and just kills him. Quite funny, to be honest. So I'm trying to save up for my Sheen, and I get given a red buff, which I'm happy with. Red buff plus Ezreal Q is quite strong. So I go back, and I've now got my Trinity Force. I had to sell a Doran's Blade for it, but I'm happy still. I got a Trinity Force at 21 minutes roughly, which is quite good. So my team decides that they'd rather try and hold them in mid lane while I just push, and then I rush over to top lane to mid lane just in case we have a fight. We fight over wards, we kill wards, you know, same old. We catch Corki, nearly kill him ish, and then we go back to sort of poking out on them, and then we continue to fight. We get a dragon. We're content with that. I miss my ult horribly, but still. And then they engage on us a little bit, and then we kill Shen. I'm happy with this. I get another kill under my belt, and then we decide to back off, farm a bit more because there's a load of farm down here. I need to go get it. So I go off and I grab this. We lose two guys sadly, and we made a huge error. We let them take pretty much 2 towers for free, and it was partly my fault because I shouldn't have left. I should stay to stop them from taking it. But then we catch Aurelia. We're fine with that. And then we go for Baron. They outsmite our Cho'Gath, kind of sad, and then I die. But we end up ahead anyway, even though they got the Baron. And then my team just fights here. I come back up, I rush down bottom to stop it from pushing. Our team backs off. We lose Cho'Gath, and then once again we let them have a free tower. Once again my fault. I should have thought that they'd go back for it. So I'm feeling a little bit awkward because they got a free inhib and tower pretty much for nothing, and it was all because I didn't go off and defend it when I thought that they wouldn't be able to take it. But oh well. Okay, so I've got a Bloodthirster, they get a dragon. So we're not actually ahead. We're behind by about a K gold. Feels quite painful. But we then catch a load of them off guard and just kill them. They made a huge error. Our Wukong is pretty strong at this point, and I'm doing quite a lot of damage. Cho'Gath is just, well, Cho'Gath does the same damage anyway. So we go here, we back off, seeing Shen. I nearly get caught out by Janna, but I back just in time, and then I rush over here, building up for a Last Whisper now so I can kill tanks, because currently I seem to always be fighting Shen and Aurelia, and they're both pretty tanky, so I'd rather be able to kill them. So they're roaming around our jungle. We're pretty sure that they're there, and they're trying to push in for the win here. We poke them because we've got good poke strength here, what with having Orianna and Ezreal. So our Unhib comes back up. We go off, we defend bottom, thinking they'd go for it, but instead they've gone off for Baron. So we rush off to try and stop them. As soon as they realise we're coming, they back off, knowing that we're relatively the same strength, if not stronger than them. So we're feeling under pressure because we're not sure. We could fight them, but we don't know. It depends if their brand gets good ult off or not. Our Wukong sits there, and then we catch a couple, and Wukong just goes in and ults. Pretty much decimates their Corki. And then their Corki's got GA, so he's pretty tanky, but he can't handle tanks because he's not building for a Last Whisper. So we have this fight. This fight lasts probably about 30 seconds, and then I go over here to kill Shen. I nearly killed Janna, but I decide better to just go over here and help out, finish off. And then we go straight over for Baron, knowing that we can get this. Their Corki is being incredibly dangerous. I then, having the Baron, we back off. We know we can't really push for anything, so we'd rather back off, get buffs, and fight when we're at full strength. So we're now ahead because of these engagements. I fire ult down mid lane, get enough money to build a chain vest so that I can start building for my GA. I'm feeling I'm feeling a lot stronger than their Corki this game currently, just because I built Last Whisper before my GA. So my damage is a lot better, considering I fight the tanks most fights, compared to Corki, who also fights the tanks, but he's not built a Last Whisper against them, which is a mistake on his part. So we take this tower, we poke at them a little bit, we back off, and then we rush over here, try and catch one, don't manage it. Wukong goes top to stop Shen. The plan is he stays with Shen to stop him from ulting. And sadly he gets in, kind of annoying. But we still win the fight either way, and Wukong comes in last second to finish off for us. And then we pretty much happy with that. We realise that we can just end it, so we just rush over and end, because we know we can finish it because we got an ace. We lost Orianna, and we're happy with that. So we feel that we won because our team fights were stronger than theirs, and because as a team we prefer late game in general, and we played well, and we were happy with how it went. Even though we made mistakes, we were still happy with it, and it was a good game, well played.